I just remember seeing this large bowl in my house and asking my dad what it was. And my father said that it was the organ cup. And I was like, well, what's the organ cup? And my dad explained that my grandfather, his dad, had earned this for all his environmental work that he did for the state of Oregon and for the Environmental Quality Commission. It's such a travesty to see that this huge Texas corporation brought in this giant dump that's taking in all the region's garbage when it was originally designed to be this local, sustainable landfill that was meant just for the community.
I worry about Waste Management's landfill, the dump, polluting the water and the wells on the farm and what not only my family, but the families around here are drinking and what we're being exposed to. Dealing with Portland's diapers and the asbestos and all of the stuff that goes there that it just, I don't like thinking about it, that we're managing other people's problems.
I mean, every time I come out to the farm, I'm seeing garbage in the trees blown in, trash bags, diapers, all these things. So I can't even imagine all the things that I can't see that I'm breathing in and that my kids are breathing in. And the smell alone is basically intolerable. One thing that has always been important to us is coming back home and potentially having the opportunity to live on the farm where I grew up. And it's just, I don't think that's going to happen now.
The legacy of lies that Waste Management has propagated, that I don't foresee it coming to an end. You know, if they get this expansion, will they start listening? You know, there was all the promises back in '94 about not seeing it, not smelling it, all of these things. And now here we are, 15 years later, seeing it, smelling it, having the same issues, and it just...
And they're not done. They want to make it bigger.
Yeah.
They want to make it twice as big. And where they want to expand is not towards the road. It's right along the river. It's right along the river. I mean, the river makes this nice little turn. I mean, it's called Riverbend Landfill for a reason.
They are digging out the wetland down there to put it up and cover the landfill, and then they're going to take that and have it, call it that they've done this wetland mitigation work. So to me, that's rape. They're raping the land to cover up Portland's garbage. Waste Management is not fitting in with our community of farmers and gardeners and things growing and the lushness of the earth. And to import garbage from Portland to dump it on our riverbank is ludicrous. Who thinks like that?
Get rid of it.
The waste management dump smells like rotting animals. I've smelt many of them before, and this smells even worse than some of them. Also, you know, how we can see it from our farm, the trucks being dumped every 5 minutes. You know, everybody asks, what's that? Well, it's the waste management dump.
I'm Susan Coyle, and this is my farm here in McMinnville, Oregon, Peavine Valley Stables. And we've been here about 7 years, but I've lived here for 52 on and off, but my family grew up here. We are a full care boarding facility, and they pay for full care, which is pretty expensive a month. We're not just a vineyard area, we're fruit trees. This land is so prime that you could plant anything here, grow any kind of livestock, but with the landfill, nobody's going to tempt or produce any kind of food.
Who would want to ride a horse when they're constantly smelling a dead animal smell or just something awful?
A couple of the boarders that have had kids out here have actually put on gas masks or walked around, because after you smell that gassy smell, it's a couple times I've even been nauseated by it, to the point where I've almost felt like I could throw up. It's been that bad.
Each year it progressively gets worse and worse and worse. You used to Many years ago, you'd smell it maybe once or twice a week. Now it's 3, 4, 5 times a week, if not every day of the week.
The McMinnville landfill has cost not only myself, but everybody around here money, land, their land value's gone down.
Who are these guys from Texas bringing this garbage in here? Like, what right do they have bringing in trash from Portland into our town, McMinnville, Oregon, when they don't even live here? They have no idea what it's going to be like in the future, 30 years from now.
It's going to get out of control, and then in the long run, it's going to create massive issues for our children and our children's children. And I'm really worried about that.